You want to get this to a nice, almost a crisp, nice cook. So you can see it's getting a nice little brown char to it. I'm going to let this cook a little bit longer. Okay, I think those are done enough. So now we'll move on to the next step. The next step is to put olive oil into your pan. And you're going to want a lot because it's going to have to cover the entire bottom of the pan and the sides. So you want to get that nice and coated. And while you're doing this, preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Get that olive oil all up on the sides. You want this completely covered and coated. Okay, now you get your dough in there. You want to spread this out till it's completely to the edge of the pan. So there we have our dough spread out to the edges of the pan. Next we will do the spaghetti sauce, or actually pizza sauce. I just bought a pre-made sauce. I don't make my own, so now we'll put that on. And now we've got the pizza sauce. I like to spread it right out to the very edges. And next up, we are going to add our cheese. I use a Parmesan Romano blend, and I'm just going to sprinkle that around here. Okay, and there we have our Parmesan and Romano. Now we're going to add some oregano. Yeah, sprinkle some oregano right around the whole edge. Just enough to give you a little flavor there. And now we do mozzarella. Lots of mozzarella. And you want to get it all the way to the edge, because that's going to get up against the cast iron, and it's going to give you a nice crispy, cheesy flavor there. And next we're going to add red onions. I'll spread these out a little bit better after I stop shooting my video here. And you can put whatever you want on here. And now we're going to do our meats. We're doing some pepperoni slices. I'm also going to do some mushrooms on here. Okay, so now we have the pepperoni, and now we're going to add the mushrooms. And then lastly, we're going to add our sausage. And I use about a half a pound of sausage, about 3/4 pound of mozzarella. I buy pre-made pizza dough, which I find works really well. And what I do is I let it rise in about 100. I set the oven about 170, and then I turn it off, and then I just let the dough rise in there for about 45 minutes. So now we're ready to put it in the oven, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. And now we let it cool and then put it on a board to cut.